that you're here. House Bill 674. Delegate Sullivan.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the committee. This is House Bill 674. It creates a substantial risk order, sometimes known as an ERPO bill. I don't like this term, but it's used generally as a red flag bill as well. It creates a mechanism, Mr. Chairman, for law enforcement to temporarily remove a firearm from someone who has been found by a judge to be a risk to self or others. You know, I've introduced this bill for years, Mr. Chairman, and frankly, I thought last session would be the year. And by the way, I want to thank Delegate Ferris and Delegate Wright again for allowing me to trespass on their committee's time over my time limit last year as we wrestled with this bill. This is a bipartisan idea, ladies and gentlemen. 17 states have passed bills just like this one, including Florida, which it did after Parkland, and Indiana. There are lots of Republicans around our country at the national and the state level who support these bills, including Senator Scott, who of course was governor of Florida at the time, Senator Rubio, a fellow named President Trump, his Vice President Pence, and our Attorney General William Barr, who has said under oath, I might add, that, quote, ERPOs are the single most important thing we can do, end quote, in the gun safety area. And when we pass this bill, ladies and gentlemen of the committee, we will be doing what the President's Commission on School Safety, that's President Trump's Commission on School Safety, urged all states to do in this country, pass ERPO bills. It is a bipartisan bill, at least everywhere but in Virginia. It should be here too. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the committee, this is as much a suicide prevention bill as anything else. It's also directed at mass shootings, but we all know that over 60% of the gun violence in Virginia is suicides, and we know about our veteran problem in that regard. There's lots and lots of due process in this bill. And let me dispel a few misconceptions about this particular bill. No one's going to be guilty until proven innocent. The burden always remains on the authorities to prove their case, and in fact, by a heightened burden of clear and convincing evidence. And that is brought before a circuit court. This remedy will not be used as a cudgel by an angry neighbor or an angry brother-in-law. There is a stiff penalty for falsely filing one of these claims. And another misconception, these bills are constitutional. They have been challenged in states where they exist, and they have survived every one of those challenges. Members of the committee, this bill has been shown to save lives. There is evidence, academic research shows that these bills save lives. We are losing too many Virginians to gun violence. Let's pass HB674. Mr. Chairman, I ask that the committee report this bill to the floor.
Thank you, Delegate Sullivan.